So if you want to do online assessment for math or science and use any equations, that can actually get a bit tricky. I'll show you two kind of ways that we can work it out using Google Forms or Microsoft Forms. So say I want to use Google Forms. There's no built-in equation editor, but there is a free one that we can use for teachers, EquatIO. I think that's how you say it. You can download, you can do the trial, and then there's a free for teachers kind of install page. But basically, it's a Google Chrome add-on. And once you have that installed, when you open up Forms, what you'll see is the EquatIO editor. And this works with Docs and a lot of other Google products as well. But if you click on the any of those little blue icons there, it'll basically bring up this little section down here, or yours might look just like this. You can bring it up, and this will be kind of our equation editor that we'll be able to change or add in. So say I want to find a vertex of a specific formula on this. So I can type in my formula, x plus 4 to the power of 2 plus 3. And I want to find the vertex of that one. Once I have it listed, I can insert in the bottom right there. And what we'll do is insert as a picture for this. So if I want to find what is the vertex following, that's one way that I can do it. Say it was inside the question, like you had multiple ones and you didn't want just the pictures all to kind of be at the end. You can do that too. So I can get rid of this. I go back to my equation editor and I go, I have y equals 3x squared and y equals 7. Hope there is one. I really hope there is one. You can insert the whole thing. So it'll convert basically that whole thing to a picture. I could put my equation in there. I'm just making up numbers here. 4, 5. If any of these would be right, that would be amazing. And the answers I'm putting in here, I could use the equation editor as well if I wanted to put in anything a little more complicated than just, say, intercept points. And then what would it look like if I previewed it? Okay, something like this. I think I had an extra space there. But that's one way you could use Google Forms and the EquatIO editor to kind of insert, or the EquatIO add-on to insert equations into Google Forms. The other way we were playing around with was using Microsoft Forms. So a Microsoft form is going to look very, very familiar to a Google form. Let this load up, and I'll do a new kind of quiz here. I'm just going to call this my math quiz test, and I can give it a description if I want. I can add a new, so I've got multiple choice, text like a short answer or a numeric response, as well as some other options. So say I want a multiple choice question, and this time I'm doing the same thing. What is the vertex of the following equation? Under this one, it's a bit hidden here. It's the, got my tools over here, if I can circle this. It's just these 3 dots in the bottom right here. And if I hit this math button, I'm allowed to now use the equation editor for any of this. So I had my equation from before, if I remember. 5x plus 4 to the power of 2 plus 3, I believe. And then, yeah, that'll convert. And then I can plug in my answers that I want for this one. So -4 and 3, I think. I'm going to be a bit wrong in there, and I can put in distractor answers 5 and 4 plus as many different distractors as I wanted. And if I wanted to look at preview, you can see kind of what it would look like. And I can do the same thing as I was doing before, where say I had I needed to embed this within. I could write the intercept, which I put in the vertex following, and then if I had more to the question, I could keep writing, and it will kind of include all of that. There, where I can switch back and forth between the text and the math equations. So that's kind of nice that it's already embedded in there. And then you've got all your kind of similar tools to Google Forms. You'd have under the dots up here. What do you want to do with your quizzes? Do you want them to come back automatically? So it marks and submits the quiz automatically. You can turn that off. So as the teacher, you have to you kind of choose when they're done the test, or you let them know, and then you can release the items there. Anyone can link, or only the organization, whatever that is. You can put a start date and time, an end date and time, shuffle questions. Just a couple different options that we can do with those ones. And then once again, just like in Google Chrome or Google Forms, you can share, and you can share that to like your Google Classroom, for instance, for students to be able to access. So hopefully that works for you. Yeah, thank you.